office of the special prosecutor invited Paul Otchere. So Ombeyi Nsembiano because he was the board chair of the Ghana Airport Company Limited. And now the Kisia Jabe no the office no say corruption bi akoso. And na enye nenkwa na yeti asem no. Ye wa ha and na Paul Otchere tam sika chichireje say okwa akoto Christmas tree keke o. Christmas tree keke. Ye kwa wi achire sa tree no kra wanto okorente ye. Now the special prosecutor is in place to prosecute this guy and then ask him about the whereabouts of some transactions via Koso when he was the board chair or so on Tiasie. And about good evening Ghana. And then he ended up saying a lot of nonsense. And if you listen to this man very well, the legal team, no, you can't legal team and the lawyers I'm representing, they are no other people than Ekufado's law firm. Ekufado way no catcher you say, or no a lawyer or a human rights lawyer. Now no I call law school. Ghana for beside the Brau law school, no certificate to a catcher as Ira. Ekufado to the certificate Ira. And your law firm to defend you is coming from Ekufado's law firm. When you're serious, me say Paul Otchere, the Odia man for and ye debate you. Moving out from Paul Otchere, you get some of the MPP communicators. Some of this MPP for now no say binyans or munibi. They are out there insulting the special prosecutor. Say eye which hand MPP for no mudiatem. The office of the special prosecutor, you should know say enya adia eye dada na ewo honmo. Eye Nana Adodankwa Williams Ekufuado ena edebaye. And then Nana Adodankwa Ekufuado no edebaye na ono na adwene say young new people were supporting Ekufuado to bring the office of the special prosecutor to establish that office. No na adwene say anana eye for some ba che this for the two. And na the diabo Matinamidu the first OSP Otchere say the office of the special prosecutor na Ekufuado na wa creating no. He was the mother serpent of corruption. So you people shouldn't be there insulting the office because you saw the office of the special prosecutor and you are reaping. Me say Paul Otchere say special prosecutor Jani and not just whether you like it or not, you are going to account for every single penny. I would do it. We be about the Boss TV. Meeting Adirahina, na the Boss TV, yet not say a nine amano sen. Okwam Resha Bejafia, and then the presidents, the ministry, and ye boshi up for the office of the special prosecutor, OSP, Kisi Ejaben, or the Sembi Abaton Monte, Amo Chebi Abayano. Na we see for me call Chebi Abayano, made Paul Otchere. Papa na, Rollins, I went on the baby pop. Eka se sa kwada ketewa ya friend is Paul Otchere no. The Paul Otchere who don't respect. Me see if I'm talking to these people, I talk to them as politicians. Me, I can't go into his personal life anyway. The politics now here no. There are several occasions Paul Otchere didn't depart him. So if we insult Paul Otchere, don't sit in your home and tell us what to do. Because you are not human being than anybody. Wouldn't any punch out more Paul Otchere did you matter no. So if we insult him as a politician, so pay and order no Jim, and see in a we will send him in the gutters. Now, when you look at the headlines this morning, the office of the special prosecutor invited Paul Otchere. So Ombeyi Nsembiano because he was the board chair of the Ghana Airport Company Limited. And now the Kisia Jabe no the office no say corruption bi akoso. And na enye nenkwa na yeti asem no. Ye wa ha and na Paul Otchere tam sika chichireje say okwa akoto Christmas tree keke o. Christmas tree keke. Ye kwa wi achire sa tree no kra wanto okorente ye. Now the special prosecutor is in place to prosecute this guy and then ask him about the whereabouts of some transactions via Koso when he was the board chair or so on Tiasie. So fine, now when the letter came out, said the office of the special prosecutor Paul Otchere and about good evening Ghana, and then send me or didn't send me and then he ended up saying a lot of nonsense. Let's go and listen to Paul Otchere.
Stuff. This is the letter that they had sent to me, you know. And everybody started calling me that, look, he wants you to come at 3 p.m. on Thursday. He will delay you so that there's no good evening Ghana. He will delay you overnight. And that's what he wants to do. And why does he want to do that? Because perhaps he has wind of some PDS petition that is going to him, blah, 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 that we are involved in. That's coming later. Okay, so now let's get to the substance of the letter. So what is the story about? What is the whole brouhaha story about? So in his letter, in the letter of the OSP, he says that the original letter, he says that he's investigating some revenue assurance, something like that. Okay. in my interviews, I wondered why a board chairman is connected with something that has to do with procurement and all that, because under the Procurement Act, board chairman is not a part of it. The Procurement Act doesn't mention a board chairman anywhere. But anyway, this is Kisi Ajabe and the OSP, so no problem. All right. So he says he's investigating something related to revenue assurance audit service of a contract between some company, Evertex. At the board at the Ghana Airport Company, sometime around 2022, the Ghana Airport Company needed money. I mean, there was no money there was not enough money in the system, so they needed money. So the board invited the minister to sort of discuss the fees and charges, whether the minister could go through parliament and increase the fees and charges so that the Ghana Airport Company can make some revenue. The minister said no, he can't, because of the post-COVID Ukraine war. It's difficult to go and tell Ghanaians to pay more. So the board should find ways of raising more money, especially non-aeronautical. These are documented in terms of the policy to raise money through non-aeronautical. It's documented. What is non-aeronautical? If you buy a ticket, I buy a ticket, the airport company gets some money. That's aeronautical. Non-aeronautical is whether they deal in some land, or they give somebody space to sell meat pie, or somebody is doing something, or other things that we can do, especially at the cargo area. See how we can get more revenue. All that is documented. So so we were looking for people who can help us in different ways to raise non-aeronautical revenue for the airport, because we're not going to get the fees and charges, because the government policy is that you can't do fees and charges at this time post Russia-Ukraine war. So somebody contacted the board and said that, look, you guys are losing money at cargo, and I can do it. My company can do it. So we said, okay, come to the board and come and do a presentation, which is very normal, very, very normal. So they came to the board to do a presentation and said that this is what we know and this is how it works. The board told them that, yes, you have told us what it is, but there's no real evidence. You haven't given us any evidence that, in fact, we are losing money. And then they said that to do that, we have to work with your management to come and tell you, because we need access to your systems. When we get access to your systems, then we'll be able to tell you in the things that are the revenue that's happened already. So today is July. They will take last year's revenue and show you that this revenue that you got 1 million cedis, you could have gotten 3 million cedis. This revenue that you have 2 million cedis could have gotten 6 million cedis. So the management gave them that, and then they did that. And then the management brought them to the board the second time and said that people have finished their work, so let the board hear them. So the board heard them. And then they seem to know what they are talking about. They seem to show that, yes, revenue was lost and revenue can be gained. So the board told management that, okay, go ahead, which is also normal. The board tells the management, MD and your people, go ahead and work with them and report back to us. So they did, and they went to work with them. And then we continue our meetings. I had forgotten about it. I don't know anything about it. Then the management comes back that they finished with the people. They brought a proposal. It's a workable proposal, but it looks like the proposal, the people are saying that, well, I left something out. When the people said they wanted to do the audit, the original audit, we told them, and I in particular said it at the board meeting, that we can't pay any money. The Ghana Airport Company cannot pay you any money at all to do this work. You have to find your own money to do the audit and come and convince us that we need the service. So they said, okay, they'll do that. They'll pay their own money. This is also in letters that they wrote, that there will be no financial commitment from the airport company. Till today, there's no financial commitment from the airport company, absolutely none. So they went to do the audit and came back, as I said, and then we were satisfied that they can do something. So management should continue to work with them. Management came back and said they brought a proposal and they are looking at it. However, what they are asking for in the proposal is that if they are commissioned to do the work, whatever money they gain for the Ghana Airport Company, on top of what we were getting already, they want 20%. So for instance, if they find that in the importation part of frozen food or something like that, airport was getting 1 million. But with their work, we now have 2 million. Then there's 1 million that they have added to what the airport was getting, and they want 20% of that 1 million. So this was put before the board by the management, who dealt with them, the MD, who dealt with them on the document. And then the board said, no, you can't have 20%. MD dropped them to 16%. So it was agreed. And then MD was told that, okay, go ahead and do the things you have to do. Those are due diligence, public procurement, and then get the document done. This was around November. So this is the last.
Now that is Paul Adom after the office of the special prosecutor man response. But in this presentation, he ended up saying, no Paul Adom the legal team. And if you listen to this man very well, the legal team, you can't legal team and the lawyers are presenting. There are no other people than Ekufado's law firm. Ekufado weya no kachire ye say, or no a lawyer or a human rights lawyer. Now no I call law school. Ghana for bisa ne say bra law school no certificate wo ka kire say ayera Ekufuado 2012 ka say certificate ayera. And your law firm to defend you is coming from Ekufuado's law firm. When you're serious, me say wo Paul Adomotro, the odi aye man for ene ye de bedu. Now, the office of the special prosecutor is saying say Paul Adomotro sika bi e course and some transaction bia any trace e course e wa bra ye boche. And na Paul Adomotro yi anu odi aba ne say nsem bia course e wo ono no bebia no no ye adwuma as the board chair. Then he the board chair have no hand in it. I was some holding management your holding management no. Massa, your holding management, are you not part of the board? Even board chair members, it's me hold you. How much more you are the board chair? So what are you telling us? Who know the special prosecutor the one year? And now, moving out from Paul Adomotro, you get some of the MPP communicators. Some of this MPP for now no say binyans or munibi. They are out there insulting the special prosecutor, say a witch hunt. Now let me ask you. MPP for no budiatem. The office of the special prosecutor, you should know say enya atia eye dada na ewo hono. Eye nana Adodankwa Williams Ekufuado. Ena edibaye. And then nana Adodankwa Ekufuado no edibaye na ono na adwene say young people were supporting Ekufuado to bring the office of the special prosecutor to establish that office. No na adwene say anana eye person ma be che ndisi for the two. And na the diabo. And Ekufuado aka say none of his appointees no munjane omuntu kwan. Everybody should be responsible. Now in 2018 and Ekufuado betna abemu or creating something called the special prosecutor's office and an OSP office. And then one, Kisia Jabin is not the first OSP. Kisia Jabin is the second. Let me tell you the real facts here. Ekufuado none agenda. And Nana say he was ready to pursue and not to go after John-Mahama as an ex-president. And Amekatra will say, and Ekufuado nya even one corruption thing on John-Mahama kaya hange John-Mahama wo kromha. Na John-Mahama nyame ene diabuano. John-Mahama has been honest to an extent say even after Ofri Abemu, he was going to the special prosecutor's office for investigation and then he came clean. Matinamidu, the first OSP, Otchere say, the office of the special prosecutor na Ekufuado na wa creating no. He was the mother serpent of corruption. So you people shouldn't be there insulting the office because MPP for you see you are going to reap what you sow. You saw the office of the special prosecutor and you are reaping. Mese Paul Adomotro say special prosecutor Jani and not just now Paul Adomotro Bekachire say when the special prosecutor wrote to him or no Paul Adomotro through the lawyers through a kind of say Ekufuado law firm Otchere back to the special prosecutor Otchere say or no Paul Adomotro and in the legal team they cannot come there yet 31st and they cannot come there a Monday without a reason. What reason by now are you the one to teach the special prosecutor what to do? Special prosecutor had a reason why your offering went there, and you know share the shadows, manu. Into Otchere command, no, Bekachire arrogantly, and I like just a prosecutor and in the West are using the choice of West in yet. And Bekachire no Paul Adomotro say, or no hiane and man de bra. What no you are no. If you feel say you are not the person they are supposed to be going after, and yet it's not the board chair they are supposed to be going after. The management kohonum and ne you are and say bra. I'm not the one you are supposed to be going after. Paul Adomotro is so corrupt to the extent to say or the security church can say a Christmas tree at their prayers over the Christmas over the creative airport keke over the Christmas. Yeah, we actually the investigation sharp Christmas tree no kawanto or rentie. So the Christmas tree went back not as a sikanashi. Our brand was asikano. You bet me the idea bebre. Now, in his presentation yesterday, Otchere said, oh no, some scandals via the special prosecutor is ready to take no. Some scandals via it involved the GRA. Now, oh no, and maybe a best in the chebu. Now, on airport and Nisika. Into no Paul Adomotro and I just say they have to invite the minister in charge. That minister bar, no matter point be, add the tax be, and now add the charges be out of travelers, no so. Now, I'm friend minister by minister say COVID-19 no, oneghanatv and omuntumi emfa sika bi ensan to nipa so masa we don't need your explanation here. The media will not help you. We don't need your explanation in the media. Go to the office and you are no Paul Adom way, sa papa way, sa Paul Adom way, kuro way na airport. You can say Kumasi airport no so Mayan international no. Omukoko body plane, erranting nipa, ediomotina plane, ediom bedru Ghana ha say. Adenya Paul Adom so you on the board chair of the Ghana airport. Omukọ renti nipa di omotina plane mu ebe twa ye ntro se sisi ade Kumasi airport international train betimi alande na ye bisa ne se Paul Adom enkrofo we ni plane ya makwa renti di aben hwan ya na betua je benya sika no we na di atua sa plane ka Paul Adom ka kire se enipa na omutim na omoma ka kire mo se ya fa mo ka no sa nipa kro na no mede omesa tua omo plane ticket na Ghana airport ya nya sika buka se ye jimi wo Paul Adom go to the office and then no you are no the explanation now we and emphasize our touch screen out you already there are so many corruption scandals against you and ya Paul Adom we ya no go for be no one Kevin tell akonya asem no and ya Paul Adom we ya ono aka setna ne TV so ka kire say na woman no and onya ne hwe na de na you Paul Adom wo be press Paul Adom wo be prefoke me say the accountability is here. Whether you like it or not, you are going to account for every single penny. You are going to account for it because good evening Ghana. Na edition bia we the young ones growing up we saw it as a political show. A neutral political show. But Paul Adom good evening Ghana. Now afa penyini bia beto na edi na taminu na yekase. If we are insulting Paul Adom, nobody should sit in his house and then tell us what to do. Because Paul Adom he have no credibility. Paul Adom does not have a credibility in Ghana here again. He is a so-called politician, a political journalist who doesn't talk with facts, a political journalist who sees the youth of Ghana as stupid. But we, the youth, Paul Adom said, Paul Adom, the office of the special prosecutor is waiting for you. And the OSP office is ready to work. You people, the MPP for us see, I must say a witch hunt. Paul Adom, you think you are stupid? Go and look for the meaning of witch hunt. Who is witch hunting you? Were you not the butcher? And they inviting you the butcher who has sent me come. Go to the office and then go and tell the special prosecutor, say, what dear, they don't have to question you. They have to question the management. Then they will take it from there. And other than that, they all can in a bogus. Nobody is ready to listen. And we say for the boss TV now, the boss TV say politics amanyo sem mrashebe fie de ekoso e na edebebro in some way ye da so de akire na fa wo sa ebo ye kan say adoma no so de be ya asem de bebia no e na oba nipa obedi kan ya obehu na the special prosecutor's office is ready to bring people to accountability to make sure say wa we disika ye de bebo and they kufa the create so you can't talk nonsense. After the special prosecutor, then the attorney general is waiting. Paul Adom say we will recover the loot. Say then obey them because we are not at the obebasem. I will say for a gusu ediachire. So obekwa no. So onkwa ne se Monday so obeko. Ye gusu ediachire na emre ne so na so koduru ho no ma. Se bia wo ho bia no ye de bebro makramo.